It's Week 15 of the NFL.
And coming up, we'll see Derek Carr.
Well, there's never a shortage of shows or sights and sounds throughout this city, but for the next few hours, all eyes are glued to Allegiant Stadium here in Las Vegas.
Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the New England Patriots and the Las Vegas Raiders. Hi again, everyone. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at the Raiders here entering play. They come in playing pretty good football. Winners of 4 of their last 6 games.
And this coaching staff has to be pleased with how their defense played last week. They held their opponents to 3 points, and that was it. If they get anything comparable to that performance, this one's in the bag.
On the other side of the field for the visiting Patriots, they come off a disappointment last time out that put an end to their modest 3-game win streak.
And off we go from Las Vegas. And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25. And as the Raiders take over on offense, we get to see the man who has been the leader of this team for 9 seasons now, under center Derek Carr.
It's been fun to watch his development through the years, and right now what you see is a very confident quarterback who has a strong sense of self, totally understands the offense, and knows how to get the ball to his playmakers on the run.
On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down. To throw his Carr. And he wisely will throw that one away.
No sense risking anything there on first down. Even though he's still in the pocket, he had a receiver out to his side, so just put that in a spot where the only people who can make a play on it are the trainers and the coaches. Well done.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Here's Carr. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Devin McCourty picks it off. And what a return as he brings this all the way back down to the 20-yard line.
And part of why they came to this week with a winning record is that they feed off of mistakes like this, and now it's a prime opportunity. Just moments in the game to get a short field touchdown off of their big defensive play. Now on the other side, they were already the underdog in this one. They just made their uphill battle just a little bit tougher.
Well, we get a first look at this Patriots offense, and of course leading them for his 2nd season. Last year's Rookie of the Year runner-up out of Alabama, Mac Jones.
Now the meeting we had with him this week, that's one of the briefer ones we've ever had, isn't it?
He wasn't too happy after last week.
Not happy, really determined to play a whole lot better, and he really can't play a whole lot worse. He's got to go out and show the team that the goods that he exhibited early are still there. Otherwise, he could lose the confidence that they have in him.
Yeah, hoping to get rid of that interception bug.
First carry for Damian Harris, the Alabama man.
On the tackle there, Zach Sealer out of Ferris State.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Throwing Jones. That is caught inside the 5.
And the Patriots are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. 1st and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points.
Now Jones.
There's Henry. Touchdown, Patriots.
Hunter Henry. with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year.
And the Patriots are on the board first here in Vegas. Week after week, Charles, when we see this offense operate, I don't know, they just seem to get more impressive.
They certainly do, and let's face it, it's no surprise they're the best in the NFL. This team designs things well and executes even better. And here, it only takes a few snaps before they're in the end zone. That's how they demoralize teams. That's how they put them on notice.
Folk connects on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game.
Jake Bailey to kick off for the Patriots.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Second drive of the game coming up for this Las Vegas offense.
They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And he is going to lose yardage here.
That play going nowhere thanks to Devin McCourty.
As a wideout, when you take that handoff and you're coming around the edge, you're expecting to see nothing but empty space in front of you. But if not...
well, things can go south in a hurry, and that's exactly what we saw on that play with a loss.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Carr going to give it to Jacobs. And he'll get about 3 up past the 25. Both these teams last year, identical 10-7 records. Both were playoff teams that went out in the wild card round. With a big difference, last year Josh McDaniels was the offensive coordinator of the Pats. This year he's the head man in Las Vegas. So this, a game he's definitely had circled on his calendar.
On 4th down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt.
And deep to return it is Marcus Jones.
Fielded just inside the 30.
Following the punt return here, there is someone shaken up. We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. A handoff to Harris to begin the drive. And some room to roam now. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 38. Looking to throw. Jones. They'll get this to his tight end. It's Jonnu Smith. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. That one good for 13 and a New England 1st down.
Well, it's almost as if they didn't leave the field after their first drive. They picked right up where they left off. Another good throw there. And this offense, humming here in the early going.
Here's Jones on 1st down. Open man right side, Myers. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on 1st quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the 1st.
Jones now off the play fake. Smith catches left side.
And he will have a Patriots first down. It won't be by much. He needed 3, and he got 3, barely. But the mark shows first down.
Oftentimes we think of those tough yards as grinding yards that a running back has to pick up. How about the tight end there picking up the first down in that situation?
That's what he's there for, right?
Big fella, get it to him, let him fight off some people and pick up the necessary yardage.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Bringing him down defensively, Jayon Brown.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Jones flush to his right, and they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
Jones on 3rd down. Got his tight end. That's complete. It's Henry.
And the Patriots are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, he just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
Now Jones operating from the gun.
He will find his tight end Smith for a Patriot touchdown.
A 1-yard touchdown pass.
And the Patriots lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. Another impressive drive, so they're 2 for 2, 2 touchdowns. Charles, a great start to this ball game for them.
And one of the words that's really worked its way into our lexicon is stacking. They've stacked momentum each time out, and not only on offense. Between those touchdowns, defense held, forced a punt to get the ball back, and they played awfully well in this one. Both sides playing at optimum level.
Jake Bailey to kick off for the Patriots.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. And now this offense comes back out onto the field.
They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. A check on Jacobs from a week ago. Pretty good as he found himself in the end zone on 2 separate occasions.
And those are the most important numbers because no matter what you pile up prior to the goal line, getting in is all that matters. Putting those numbers up on the board, and they love them when they're 6s.
Once again, it's Jacobs. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. A free safety roaming all the way up to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
How about his ability to trust his eyes and figure out it was not a pass play and go fast towards the line of scrimmage in order to make that tackle?
Throwing his car on 3rd down. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Here's A.J. Cole now to punt this one away. Here's Jones on the return. 7 yards on the return after a punt of 39. And the Patriots take over. The Patriot offense heading back out as we take a look at the playoff picture in the AFC.
And for the moment, they're sitting pretty in possession of that number 2 seed. But as we know it often happens, this is all still subject to change.
You're so right about that. But even though the math isn't there yet, I think it's going to take new math for them not to make the playoffs. They're almost certainly going to be in the tournament and certainly going to be a dangerous team if you have to play against them.
A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on first down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
On second down, this is Harris. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. Well, this defense for the Raiders, they were terrific last week in the win over the Rams.
There's a little bit of lightning talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
Jake Bailey on now to punt here on 4th down.
The speedster Dante Pettis back deep to return. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. 36 yards on the punt with no return. And the Raider drive will start from deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Matt Judon in there to get him, and that is now sack number 18 on the season for him.
I think most quarterbacks would love to have the goal line actually extend up into the air and turn into a wall. They can put their back against it and know exactly where they are on the field so they don't end up in the end zone. Didn't do it on that play, but perilously close to the goal line.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he will be out of bounds here on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Second quarter from Vegas. The homestanding Raiders with a football here. The Raiders on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 11. That's caught by Hollister. Yeah, boy, he had the marker square in his sights, but a good tackle is going to leave him about a yard or so short. So the completion results there in 9 yards, and it'll be 4th down.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender, but a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a 4th down.
Jones on the return. So dangerous with a football in his hands. Call that a return of 38. And the Patriots will have great starting position as they take over 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Jones buying time to his left.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Merrick. And the Raiders are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Here's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Brings up 2nd and 1.
On 2nd down, Jacobs. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. On 1st down, they go with Jacobs again.
And he'll be taken down at the 34.
And now a pause. It looks like we have a Patriot injured on the play. We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Carr. It's caught here by Adams. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 20-yard line.
15 yards there on the catch and run. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. Matt Judon there to bring him down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
And he'll find Moreau here. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. Now Carr. Out to the left. That's where the tight end Moreau is. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Carlson able to put this one through. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
Offense returns to the field. There's the running back, the bruiser from Alabama, Damian Harris.
And it may just be the 2nd quarter, but he's in his zone, well on his way to eclipsing that 100-yard mark.
And when a back has a game, as we're witnessing right now, his name's going to be in the books, but it's really a collective deal, isn't it?
And a loose football. And the Raiders pick it up. And some room to work.
Loose inside the 30.
And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return for 6 and a Raider touchdown. The pass receiver turned into a runner, then he turned into a fumbler, and it goes the other way for 6.
I love your description. Although for the offense, they're not too happy about it. But for the defense, what a big-time play for them. Never give up on anything. Sometimes you create your own points.
But the receiver, hard to fault him. He's just going for extra yard.
That's exactly what you're supposed to do, but you have to take care of the football.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. New England's offense set to go.
And in just about every game we see, partner, what do we do when we look at the stat sheet? We go right to
the turnover differential.
Without a doubt, because when we see that, that pretty much tells the tale of the game. And I know there's still plenty of time to go, but you've got to take care of the football in order to win it.
Down the numbers. There he goes. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England.
Boy, Charles, this offense is just so explosive. They lead the league in scoring, and another example of just how good they are right there on that play.
Yeah, we often overstate about how explosive teams are, but this team is truly a threat to score on every snap, especially on the first few plays of any series. And a big strike like that only adds to their reputation as the league's best offense.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Vegas offense ready for their next possession.
They'll look to make some inroads here, trailing 21-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10.
What now?
Now Carr. He finds his man, complete. It's Jacobs. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7. The 22-yard line.
From the 22, Carr. Renfro bringing it in over the middle.
Now we get a stoppage because a member of the Raiders shaken up on that one. We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this.
Carr on the bootleg.
They swing that out wide to Jacobs.
And he is going to lose yardage here. They'll wind up losing a yard on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Here's A.J. Cole now as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. On the return is Jones. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line.
So a good punt there, but a very strong 14-yard return.
And out will come the offense as they take over. Very good starting position for the Patriot offense as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45. They turn to Harris to begin the drive.
They'll get this up to the 47 and brought down there. And now a pause. It looks like we have a Patriot injured on the play. We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Back to throw. Jones. That's complete into the hands of Myers.
And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down. Executed it to perfection. Now a 1st down carry for Harris. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30.
66 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this 1st half.
For a lot of people, MVP award means a quarterback award usually, but over 100 yards again last week. They're going to have to look his way more than once when giving out this award this season, I think.
Yeah, it's not just a...
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Anthony Averett picks it.
And the Raiders are going to take possession here at their own 33.
Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Try to get it to Jackson, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Harris running straight ahead.
And he's got a 1st down following a pickup of about 13 as we will take a pause here for the 2-minute warning.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Operating from the gun, Jones. He completes it to Henry. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Jones. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted.
Picked up by Nate Hobbs. And the Raiders are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. He'll get this underneath to Jacobs.
And they'll bring him down right around the 13. Creeping up on a minute to play in this 1st half. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
Now a 2nd down and 6.
Carr going to throw. And that's complete to Adams.
And he will have a 1st down here as they get into field goal range down just shy of the 20.
Now another timeout called for by the offense, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime.
Carr's throw pulled in by Renfro.
And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line. Toward the sideline, he will have the first down. Good catch. He was able to keep the feet inbounds.
A 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost.
Catch made. It's Moreau. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon. Hey, welcome back, everybody, to Las Vegas, Nevada. It's the Raiders in possession of the ball as we get back into the action in quarter number 2. Carr now on 1st down. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Carr now on 1st down. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest, as we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. We'll start up in the Pacific Northwest at Lumen Field in Seattle, where it was definitely a game with some intrigue, as you can see by the scoreline. Kareem Hunt, what a game. 3 touchdown runs in the victory. From there, we head east to Minnesota to check on the Vikings at home at US Bank Stadium. And they fall in that one to the visiting Indianapolis Colts. Jonathan Taylor, a touchdown run in the victory. And then lastly, we wrap up Week 15 on Monday night. What a battle this will be. The Rams and Packers from a very chilly Lambeau Field. Time now for a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for New England. And their offense has been in top form so far, especially their passing game, as it's helped push them out to this big halftime lead. Meanwhile, for the Raiders, they too didn't throw the ball as well as they would have liked. And I think both teams would say there's room for improvement in the second half. Both teams making their final adjustments before we get started once again. And for the call of the second half, let's send you back out to Allegiant Stadium and Brandon Gaudin.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. So here we go for half number 2. The Patriots with the lead, and they will be getting the football.
On the return, Marcus Jones from the end zone.
Running room at the 50. Look out. The 20. He will score. Touchdown, Patriots.
That was a special return, and it happened because he's a special returner. He has to have that approval from his special teams coach's head coach to bring it out of the end zone.
But let's be honest, a lot of times when they bring it out of the end zone like he did there, they don't have approval. I mean, I think a lot of times they do, but correct me if I'm wrong. Sometimes it's just a guy getting a feel, right?
You're exactly right. What's the old adage? Sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules, and if you do, you're taking on some responsibility. But he was happy to do so there.
So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
So here comes the Raiders offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half.
Now they just got a little help from their defense forcing the turnover. Now can they make that pay off in points?
They need to, partner. They're down on the scoreboard. Need to take advantage of those opportunities, and this is a good one right in front of them.
Meanwhile, Carr's throw taken in by Adams.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. Right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. To throw, it's Carr. Now they go screen. It's complete. Stop shy of the 45. Showed off a nice little move on the play, though. They get 7 there on the screen. It'll set up a 3rd down.
And that doesn't have to gain big yardage to be an impactful play, because if you can get those pass rushers second-guessing themselves that they might get hit with a screen, maybe you can wind up slowing them down just a step. And if you do that, that's a win for that play.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the 1st down.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield, incomplete. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Jacobs going to try the middle, and a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
From midfield, here's Carr. And this one is incomplete. Now it looks like we've got a Raider here, slow to get up.
We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this.
Here's A.J. Cole now. He'll boot it away from about his 35. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive.
And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. Got the connection here to Bourne. And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And he's going to have a Patriots 1st down as he's able to get this up to the 37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Harris. And some space here. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
111 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 43.
Meanwhile, Jones' throw into the hands of Henry here. He'll get it inside the 20.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. They hand this off to Harris. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Another 2-yard gain there, but they'll need to do better this time. It's 3rd and 6. Throwing Jones. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up 4th down here.
Folks' kick is good.
And that will extend their lead even further.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback,
the football comes out. Jacobs lost it. And fortunately for him, he's able to get it back, but it will be a loss on the play.
All I can say about this play is that someone's living right. I mean, he's trying to gain yardage, trying to get upfield. Ball comes free. What's that panic that we've talked about oftentimes that you feel when you lose the ball?
You can sense it.
Oh, you can sense it, and somehow he got to it and was able to recover for his squad.
Caught outright by Renfro. And he is going to lose yardage here. Just a 1-yard loss. Card out a throw.
And he'll find Moreau here. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And able to complete it to Moreau. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they get 5 there on 3rd and 2.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Carr to throw again. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Carr. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Well, this drive, they're a perfect 2 of 2 on 3rd down conversions, but they need a full 10 yards here.
Throws to his man on the out route. It's complete. That's Robinson.
They'll wind up getting just a yard. And that's going to make it 4th down. Did they maybe play that too safely on 3rd down? I know you don't want to just throw a ball blindly downfield, but that didn't help them a whole lot.
I think they probably said if it's open, take the shot. If not, get something safe because we do have 4th down to try and pick.
And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders.
He's got them out now to a 3-score lead here in the 4th quarter after that one, CD. And well, he looked right off the line like he knew that ball was coming his way, and he secured it for 6 points.
Yeah, I think when you're leading by a healthy margin already, it actually loosens you up and allows you to take maybe a few more chances and definitely play with more confidence because he certainly saw something he could exploit in the defense, and he made sure to let his quarterback know, just get it to me. And the rest was all up to him, and he delivered and made it a 3-score game.
Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. New England's offense set to go.
Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jones, he completes it to Henry. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Patriot first down.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because, to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They'll run again with Harris. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe.
Tackle made right at midfield. A gain of 4. And it's 3rd down.
7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Open man is Jacoby Myers. He's got it. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. On the give, this is Harris. And he's taken down inside the 30. 159 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to, and it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Patriots with the football as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. A give to Harris. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll run with Harris. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. And the Raiders call on a nickel set for 3rd down. They run with Harris. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll try to run with Harris. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1. They'll try and run with Harris. And he is in. Touchdown, New England. Damian Harris. That's his 18th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Patriots look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Extra point up and good by Folk. And that pushes the lead up to 23. That drive, a long one, spanning 15 plays. And it was Damian Harris who finished things off with a touchdown run. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
And now here come the Raiders.
Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one.
On 1st and 10, here's Carr. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas.
Deshaun Jackson, his 5th touchdown now on the year.
And the Raiders are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
Eluding the and now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. So it would no doubt be a miracle comeback from here, but let's see what they can do starting with the onside kick. And this is secured by the Patriots. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Again, it's Harris on 2nd down.
And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down.
On 3rd down, here's Harris. Room here to run. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. They get the first. The decision to run on 3rd and medium winds up being a good one.
The partner under the lights in primetime, this offense, they gave the nation quite a show, putting up that many points to come away with what will certainly be a memorable win for them.
And, Brandon, I think it's as simple as this. Some players, some teams, they're just meant for the big stage. And when they get a chance to play in this type of atmosphere where all eyes are on them and all the lights are shining brightly, they show up and they show out.
So for the Pats, it's a 10th win of the year now as they move to 10-4. And they'll return home next week to take on the Cincinnati Bengals.
Meanwhile, for Las Vegas,
the loss might knock them out of playoff contention as they drop to 6-8. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road.